All right. You know what it is. Good morning, good evening, good night. Another episode of Layer 1 Live. I've got the lads in the house. Let me know I'm coming through okay. And I'm excited to get started with this one. Follow your dreams. Follow the Doge. Follow the gains. I can't tell you how many people have contacted me this week asking if they should buy Doge. And I've told them no every time. And I look like an asshole every single time. Follow your dreams. Do you want to be right or do you want to make money? We are ready to roll on this day. I know we had a little bit of a market pullback, guys, but a little bit of happy Doge day going on. A lot of people lighting up the chat right now. Easy and Crypto is first. Hash Rhymes, Hubber Snacks, Can Wolf, Tigbo, Llama, Ballas, Keel. That's a new name in there. Welcome, Keel. Jason Prophet Moffitt is in the house. Red Hand, the man, the myth, the legend, Crypto Buffalo, STC, Tigbo, Orlando. Aloha, my friend. Ads can too. Guys, deal with it. It's Doge. I don't know what to say. The only thing that's being bought up more by retail than Doge right now is XRP. And I don't understand why, and I never will. I never will. If someone can explain why Doge is pumping other than Elon Musk, I'll drop something for you. Speaking of dropping something for you guys, I want to give you that early look at some lads. You guys showing up early. I appreciate the work you're putting in. Dropping some lads early in the episode, man. For you early risers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Lad City's popping off, man. Lad City's popping off as I leave the Doge here. Respect, sir. We got a lot going on right now, man. Kind of got to look at what's going on. Oh, I'm blocking Easy Street. That might be a good thing because I don't know if Easy Street is moving to Lads Day. That is something I recently, a little birdie told me. But this is kind of the look this week, guys. Layer 1 Live's happening right now, bringing you all the news from around the crypto industry. Layer 1 podcast starting up tomorrow. Shout out to Crypto Lander, who's been working hard behind the scenes, getting all the guests scheduled so that we can have awesome guests. We have Cometh on tomorrow. That's going to be a fun time. We're doing those live, and those are going to be pushed to our audio podcast wherever you may listen to your audio podcast. Is that how they say it? Spotify, iTunes. So we got Layer 1 podcast tomorrow with Cometh, that NFT exploration game that has those DeFi concepts. NFT live on Wednesday. Easy Street is going to be potentially on Friday, so keep a lookout for that. And then we have Lads Day. Shout out to everybody that participated in Lads Day last week. Lad City Radio, NFT Arcade, my boy Kagiyan. Xbo's doing a great job with Lad Series of Poker on Saturday. Also the Open Poker is on Friday. So a lot is happening. We're kind of firming up what's happening around the city. A lot of auxiliary things going on as well. Kind of firming up some mod group action. Still building in the uplift. So that is what's going on this week. Let's talk a little bit about last week, though. Bam! Lads Drippy. This comes directly from Florian over at Drippyverse. We had him on NFT Live on Friday on Lads Day. We also had the Sandbox guys, if you will, Buffalo. We had the Sandlot guys, which is a dream, absolute dream come true, man. Absolute dream come true. And they came on to talk about their drop. Hopefully you guys got in on that. But the Drippyverse is sold out, man. And I've got the winner here, the last 4 digits of your Ethereum address. EFB8. EFB8. We had 29, if you will, people come through. I got myself a Drippy. Ronan got a Drippy. We had 29 people come through and buy up these LADZ drippies. One of them had the 1,000 LADZ in there, and the owner of that drippy, EFB8, that's the Ethereum address, you have won 1,000 LADZ as well. So contact me, DM me, and let me know. You had a 1 out of 29 chance to win there. And then, guys, we have the Finny giveaway, the Crypto Finnies. I need all of the nobles to fill out that application. Check the pinned chat. Make sure that you guys are filling out that with your wax address so I can get you the Crypto Finnies. It looks like Nagu got the drippy. Shout out to Nagu. Bought himself a drippy and broke even. Nice. How about those gas fees, man? How about those gas fees when we're trying to buy drippies? It's about what it was that day. But shout out to Nagu. We got a lot planned here. Stay tuned for announcements there as it relates to those drippies. Early supporters, you guys are awesome. Again, we're going to have some information here about the LADZ DAO Treasury as well. So a lot of the things we do in the city, in the network, are going to funnel back in. I'm talking with Florian right now, so there was a 50% cut. Florian took 50% went to the team. And within that 50% for the team, a portion of that actually is going to the LADZ DAO Treasury. So keep an announcement there. And as that Treasury grows from revenue, from NFT sales, such as, the drippies, revenue from sponsorships, all these things, we'll be able to use that revenue to maybe, purchase new things for the community. And that'll be what we do going forward. So looking to get that funnel set up and that announcement to you guys relatively shortly. I think that's it in the community. I know people are filling out their MetaMask address in that application as well. If you want those LADs and you didn't already claim that FF airdrop, forefront airdrop, then you need to put that, you need to fill out that application in the city. So getting a lot of Deep Wang Jr. in the chat here. Oh, Nagu. Okay, I see. Okay, got it. All right, well, let's see. How many we got in the house? 35 of you guys in the house, man. Thanks for showing up early. Got a packed episode here. All-time high is going to be 116. If it's your first time here, this is Layer 1 Live. It's one of many shows and events within our network. We're rapidly growing. The token is being the token. DYOR. The community's growing. It's been a great time in LADZ City in the last 2 months, so shout out to everyone who's helping us build. This is one of the main shows within the network. We'll get to it within the next 30 seconds, I promise. But the last thing I want to tell you is please leave a like, please leave a subscribe. It helps us get the word out. Thank you guys so much for participating here today. All right. I think that is good. We are ready. You guys are blowing up the comments. Keep it coming. And, the king of segues here, self-proclaimed. The market kind of blew up yesterday, right? Not DOGE. But this weekend, the market kind of blew up. We had and there's a big story behind this correction here. Correction, if you can call it a correction. But we saw Bitcoin take a tumble. We saw $10 billion in liquidations. $10 billion in liquidations. Market cap fell to about $2 trillion. A lot to break. Pretty much across the market, we saw drops, right? So coming to Bitcoin here, I think we were hovering around 60K. You can kind of see that dip here. From 60K all the way down to about 53. I think it dipped a little bit lower on a couple markets. We had Ren going to 0. So there's a little bit to unpack here, but take a look at this. We're always talking about levered up traders. There's a lot of degens, you degens out there that are levered up. This is bad. This is bad. If you're just spot holding, if you're just holding crypto, you really have nothing to worry about. not investment advice, but these events don't really affect you. But these events like this on Binance, they trigger a lot of liquidations. Someone sets their liquidation to like even a penny, and you got liquidated because it hit zero. So this is the smallest story out of the entire thing, by the way, because you go into this article by Decrypt, you read all over Twitter, and a lot of it had to do with so some of it was this FUD. Like originally you woke up and you heard something about U.S. Treasury talking about FUD that was bringing it on. U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using crypto. This was found to just be unfounded. So, people came, if you're an OG, this is, run-of-the-mill stuff. But then we had the hash rate actually plummet on Bitcoin, and it had to do with an event in China. So W1's a great follow, by the way. If you're in crypto and you want to be kept up with a lot of this good stuff. Let's see if it takes me to the actual tweet. So she keeps up, especially with the Chinese market. So Xinjiang, I'm saying that terribly, by the way. Xinjiang, terribly. Hash is going to get on me for that one. Is facing a major power outage due to a coal mine explosion. Bitcoin hash rate drops almost 30% instantly. And the TLDR here is hash rate and price have been traditionally correlated. And there's a lot to break down within that TLDR, but generally hash rate is going up, price is going up. There's a lot of arguments on which one is correlated, or is there causation involved. A lot of people say as the price of Bitcoin goes up, hash rate is also going up, so it's not hash rate determining price, it's the other way around. But check this out. I mean, she's bringing you she does a great job. Again, go follow Dovey. Expected to recover in a week or so, but this explosion actually triggered power plants to be shut off. And these power plants have a lot of the hash rate of Bitcoin. The coal mine explosion is considered a top-level security incident, leading to central authorities' scrutiny on individual mining operations. This is like run-of-the-mill stuff for China, by the way. Scrutiny on individual mining operations. I could, tie that to anything I've been talking about when it comes to, mining ops in China. Anyways, these are the pools affected, and hash rate on these pools, some of the largest pools in the world, by the way. Ant pool, F2 pool, BTC.com, all down on hash rate. That actually affected the hash rate there. And that's the story. And you have a bunch of questions. Why does this affect price? Was this the reason why we had this price dip? I've got a lot of different articles that kind of lead to the reasoning behind the dip. SBF, this is another great tweet. He's talking about the liquidations that occurred. So I'll continue with the power outage here. And then we'll go to SBF because obviously he's a GOAT. And he does a great job of explaining what happened with these liquidations. So Willy Woo, I'm just throwing threads at you guys today, by the way. Largest single day drop in mining hash rate since November 17th. The hash rate on the network essentially halved, causing mayhem in BTC price as it crashed. He's talking about the power outages. There was a 9,000 BTC send to Binance, which essentially was liquidated. But to a lot of people, this smells fishy. This is fishy. There's a lot of comments in the chat or in this thread, market manipulation. So tying it all together here, this story about the hash rate being halved essentially because of the miners or the Chinese miners getting shut down led to this 9,000 BTC send to Binance, which triggered liquidations on that platform. And what you have to know, and I'm sure a lot of you do, but if you don't, cascading liquidations is probably the worst word you want to hear in all of crypto. Because what that leads is to events like last March. We had a lot of cascading liquidations that if our man Arthur from BitMEX didn't pull the plug on that platform, we could have gone even lower than what we did, which was essentially like 4,800 Bitcoin, price. So this is one of those times yesterday, and we'll get to that here in a second. This is a big story. Keep on commenting, guys. Carrots is saying this is a pretty bad look for Bitcoin that this much hash rate is controlled by such a centralized location. Keep those comments coming. So, again, I explained the tie-in. Then we had these cascading liquidations. We had 1 million people liquidated yesterday. 1 million trader accounts liquidated in total. Strongholders are buying the dip. This is a great time. If you're not levered up, this is a great time. Most of us are spot. Maybe I'm wrong at that, but most of us are just buying spot, not messing with that levered up, 2x, 10x leverage where you can get liquidated. So yesterday was a great time to buy that. Puggington. I have to give Puggington a shout out every time because the man has the best profile picture in all of LADZ City. So I'm showing a lot of charts. I'm showing a lot of threads. But there was a lot that happened over the weekend. So here's the summary from Willie as we go into some other threads. Initial sell-off due to anticipation of miners going offline in China. Sell pressure was sufficient to trigger liquidations of short-term speculator positions, forcing price violently down. Longer-term fundamentals still very strong. Thanks, Willie. Willie coming through with the long-term, we're Gucci. So everyone's just wondering, why does hash rate determine price? And there wasn't really, I was doing some investigations, and please drop it in the chat. There weren't any answers. The answers were, maybe people get spooked because they can't move their Bitcoin. Because when the hash rate goes down, you can't move Bitcoin as fast. So it might take literally an hour to move a lot of funds. And then the FUD being, then I can't move my funds at all. So I need to liquidate into another, chain or, USD. So Ari's coming through here. What's scary is the government shutting down the power, China rolling blackouts, California had rolling blackouts, Texas lost power for a long time. Get self-sufficient about your power. Llama's coming through and making some beard references. Love it. This is why I love crypto, because the stories here go so deep. They're so interconnected with financial theory, economic theory, game theory. This sounds like market manipulation. It really does. You're triggering a lot of leverage positions, and then, we're good. Next day. So SBF came out with a good tweet. Let me see if I can get you guys that. Here's actually the picture here. The hash rate to Bitcoin price. You see, so here's Bitcoin price. Mean hash rate, I'm sorry. Tumbles violently. That's what we said. And then you see the dip. And there's the little recovery that we see. We see both V's there. And you can see there's some correlation. You see a little bit here. These dips downwards, usually it seems to be. So, and again, not an economic theorist, not, following Bitcoin hash rate as it relates to price, but it's just an interesting time. And then we have SBF kind of come here and he's talking about this being one of the most volatile days that in the history of crypto. And it kind of got passed over, and that was one of the points he made, was that tale of two crashes. So just over a year ago, that Black Thursday event that we had, crypto had its worst day ever. Bitcoin crashed 4,500 top to bottom from 8 to 3,500. And the industry almost ended. And if you weren't there, basically what happened was we had the cascading liquidations stemming from another event. And if BitMEX didn't pull the plug, they stopped trading. They stopped their algorithmic bot, or however the automatic liquidations happen, they stopped that. And the price stabilized on BitMEX. Arthur hasn't had a good day since, although I love his articles. So, you know, again, I'm gonna link this so that you guys can take a look, because he does an absolutely phenomenal job at breaking down why last March was important and why we had that same type of feel to this weekend, although not even close to just the absolute bloodshed that happened last March. So other than spot trading, there's a lot of futures trading that goes on. Anyone who is at all leverage long is gone, including a lot of miners. They have future revenue, assets, and expenses. So people don't build businesses to survive $0 Bitcoin, but of course $0 won't happen unless you're Ren. So, and this is the point he's making, I think, and we'll wrap it up here. What's the cutoff? What do people plan for? We're fine as long as Bitcoin stays above a certain amount. Bitcoin was at 8K back on Black Thursday and hadn't dipped below 4K for a while. Then on March 12th, it did. Because of these liquidations, about $100 billion in market cap was wiped out overnight. So here we go. Here's today. Anyway, crypto recovered. Everything was fine. A year later, things crashed again this weekend. From top to bottom, BTC fell $12,000, wiping out about $500 billion off of the global market cap. 3 times as large. Keep that. I mean, think about that. 3 times as large, and it didn't even feel like anything happened for a lot of us. The crash was 3 times as big, roughly $10 billion in liquidations, hundreds of billions of volume. Last time crypto came dangerously close to ending. This time everything's okay, more or less. So, phenomenal breakdown here by SBF. He shows a trading volume chart. That's trading volume this weekend, by the way. That little dip, that's the last. That's March 12th. That's Black Friday. Black Thursday. So extremely volatile. Can be good for exchanges. Volatility is great for exchanges. Not so good for everyone else. So where are things going? I don't know. Good answer. It depends on what the future of crypto looks like, and crypto exchanges, are they primarily institutions and let people turn fiat into BTC, or are they core clearinghouses for transactions? All right, I just took you guys down an absolute rabbit hole. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you for commenting along. Jason Moffat saying, all things considered, if that was one of the worst days, the quick rebound was impressive and very encouraging. I was hyped. I sold all of my XRP on Friday and had a chunk to buy other altcoins on the dip. I'll take that. Selling XRP, diversifying into other cryptos. That's how you do it. I'm not going to ask why you had XRP in the first place, Jason, but I I don't want to get caught up in this story, but it's awesome. You have literal explosions that trigger buy or sell 9,000 Bitcoin sell orders that cause the entire crypto market to collapse. Well, collapse-ish. 1 million people liquidated, and now we're just back to normal. Anyways, within all that, Doge doesn't give a shit. Doge didn't take a dip at all. I mean, it became the top 4 by market cap. Overtook XRP. Shout out Jason Moffett. Jason XRP Moffett. The slightest of dips rose to about 42 cents. Dipped to around 35 cents. Still up over the last 24 hours. And I don't know what to say. I have people reaching out. I'm sure you guys do. Tell me in the chat. I have people reaching out. To buy this goddamn Doge. Shep. Hey, Shep. Shepard. I got a real Doge for you guys. Maybe he can make an appearance. I don't know what to say. Come here. You want some? Come here. Oh! The resemblance is uncanny. You're famous, bud. Uncanny. I don't know what to tell people. They reach out. Do I buy XRP? What do you think of Doge? And I don't know what to do. Because they're up 300%. I mean, 19,000%. That's a lot of Doges. That's a lot of Doge. Okay. They're trying to buy you, Shep. He's not for sale. Moonwolf, you're in the right place. I am a Polygon fanboy. Love me some MATIC. Shout it to the ceiling. Okay, I've got the story here. Dogecoin spikes 225% to become 5th biggest crypto by market cap. Up 5,000% in 2021. God. Do you want to be right or do you want to make money? Do you want to be right or do you want to make money? The thing is timing this, right? Like, there's a lot of people. I don't know if you guys hear about the Lindy effect. A lot of Bitcoin is the Lindy effect, meaning something becomes more resilient over time. The longer it survives, especially inanimate objects. Obviously, if you're organic, there's a switch there. I don't mean to get dark on this episode, but if you're an inanimate object, the longer you survive. If you're an idea, the longer you survive, the better. That is the Lindy effect. So Doge is Lindy, and Lindy is Doge. And I took that from Twitter. Ooh, Moonwolf's got a good idea. Polygon drippies. That's a good one. And Hubbersnacks is really hitting on the last thing I want to talk about Doge. There's not much. I mean, Elon, the fundamental value of buying Doge is you're betting on celebrities to basically move the market. Whether it's Elon or it's other, TikTok superstars. I'm going to drink bleach after this, but any of those people tweet about Doge, that's what you're hoping. Plebs buy up Doge when Elon tweets about it. But maybe that is where we're at. Jason Moffat says, what about the triple Lindy effect? Ooh, I got goosebumps. And then you get into the fact that Doge is going to be an inflationary asset. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't need to. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't need to. So this is where we're at now. This is real life. Each minute, 10,000 Doge is added to the network. At this rate, miners add more than 5 billion coins per year. Oh, yeah. Already saying normies feel edgy when they buy Doge. 100%. Doge is the new GameStop. People, I mean, and in that time, people are making some money. So if you kind of put that aside, I'm sure, Buffalo was telling me to buy some Doge back in the day. And I said, no way. Fundamentals are not there. But the memes are. Crypto Mike, great point. Cause for regulations probably soon. Doge's increase in price and lack of just any semblance of it's basically Bitcoin, right? I mean, you do have the one guy that created it. You know who created it, so it's not a full-on Satoshi. But if people start getting wrecked, if Doge is minus 50% in 2 weeks, regulation can come in. Space Cat is saying people want XRP and Doge just to sell it. Can you do anything else with it? Proof of stake tokens and NFTs more fun and useful. Coming through with the truth. I don't have any comments on BitTorrent. I don't really look. The industry's too big. I can't keep up with it all, and I'm not the biggest fan of like Tron associated projects. But that's not saying that it's not going to do well. I'm sure it will do well. Are we calling it memetics now? Okay, memenomics. Robbie brings up another good point. As I move away from Doge here, 23% of Doge supply is owned by one wallet. And I know Hash was talking about a lot. I guess the top 10 wallets in Doge are moving the token around. So by move, I mean, not manipulating the market, but kind of. Let me see if I can pull up that article here. Oh, 100 guys, 100. Okay. Around 100 people control Doge's entire 46 billion market cap. No, I'm not interested. I'll drop that in the chat. I don't really have the longest time to talk about that, and I think we've spent enough time on breaking news. So shout out to this is a good episode, man. I appreciate you guys hopping along with me, really dropping some knowledge on the chat as well. Gonna fly through quick news here as we move on. Our boy Edward Snowden selling a NFT for about 5.4 million. We actually had Pleaser DAO, which is I don't remember which NFT they recently bought, but they bought another notable NFT. Pleaser DAO being a group along with the guy who created Pull Together, Leighton Cusack. That DAO is basically like an NFT curator. They go out and they buy important NFTs, put it in their vault to say I'm cool. I don't know. This is going to go to the Freedom of Press Foundation, by the way. So all proceeds are going to go to the Freedom of the Press Foundation. Cool to see Edward Snowden get involved in decentralized tech. I'll see if I can pull up the actual piece for you guys. It was a cool piece too. I guess he had all the documents from the court decision. As you can tell, it's like Edward Snowden. And you can see the background being him, as well as all the documents from the court case. YouTube's probably going to ban me for even saying those words. So there was a bit of a bidding war here. Pleaser DAO coming through. I don't know who AAA is. If anyone, let me know. Please, I think it's Pleaser DAO, but it might be Pleasure DAO. They bought another piece as well. If you guys can do that research for me while I'm live, I know Pleasure DAO or Pleaser DAO was able to buy another NFT, important one. Ooh, Red Hand coming through with some info here. The guy who lost the auction said he fell asleep and missed his bid. He offered $3,000 over the counter immediately after. Must be nice. All right, NBA Top Shot, Dapper Labs, killing it. This that was it. Yep. So Pleasure DAO, Pleaser DAO bought the Uni video. That makes sense. Uni version 3, I believe. Was it Uni version 2? The new upgrade for Uni, they were ended up buying that video for a good amount of chunk of ETH there. So this is big. Dapper Labs, if you're involved with the Dapper Labs and you're involved with NBA Top Shot, they're doing pretty well here. They were raising funds 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago at a $2.6 billion valuation. They just did another round. I think we covered a little bit of this round. Co2, I might be saying that, billionaire investor Felipe Lafont. They just raised 2 points in a $2.6 billion valuation. This week, they did another raise, $7.5 billion. Don't ask me about those numbers, but just a quick little raise at a $7.5 billion valuation for my man Roham. Shout out to Roham. Killing it. This is big news for the industry here. ConsenSys and a lot of funding going around the industry right now. A lot of loaded pockets. A lot of people thinking they're VCs. If you got a project, holler at me. I'm going to start my new VC fund here. Where is the donation button today? Guys, we're fixing the donation button. We are fixing the donation button. I promise. It has something to do with the ads. I got you. So just keep that in the hopper for next time. All right, ConsenSys raising $65 million, so not quite, well, maybe a little bit more than Dapper. There wasn't any information there, but $65 million in funding. JPMorgan, UBS, Mastercard, FTX, so Alameda Research, Protocol Labs, Fenbushi. That's a who's who. And ConsenSys is big news. At one point, ConsenSys was just like shocking the Ethereum ecosystem into existence. I don't know if you guys remember the Google graveyard where they were putting all those projects into a graveyard of all the projects that they started at Google and never accomplished anything, or they had to just ice. ConsenSys has that. There were like 100 different projects that Lubin was dumping money into. Lubin, the founder at ConsenSys. Ton of Ethereum in that 2017 run-up. They had a ton. And there's some projects that are still alive, but anyways, getting new funding here is good. ConsenSys is a really, really big driver in the Ethereum ecosystem. So this is super bullish for ConsenSys. Quorum is a private blockchain network developed with JPMorgan. So they're going to be, I guess, working in tandem a little bit. So good stuff. Ooh, a 0x LADZ Addy. Sounds kind of sexy. All right, so that's big. Another big thing for Ethereum, it look and kind of not good for a lot of the staking pools that we've seen pop up. You're going to be able to do Ethereum 2.0 staking on Coinbase. So guys are going to be able, or guys and gals are going to be able to earn about 6% interest annually on their ETH via Coinbase. So I'm almost positive those funds are not going to be able to be moved around. There's a 32 ETH requirement usually in validation. If you want to like vote for a node, you got to do it within the 32 ETH requirements if you interact directly. But things like Coinbase, things like Rocket Pool, I believe Lido Pool, these are all ways that you can put your ETH in any increment. Could be 0.5 ETH, could be even less, and you could earn interest and be able to stake into that ETH 2.0. So if you're interested in that return, it's happening on Coinbase. There's a couple other probably better options. I don't know if you guys saw Brian Armstrong. Brian Armstrong is absolutely, he cashed out $281 million in that listing last week. So shout out to my man. A little bit here. Bank of England, UK Treasury launched digital currency task force. All right, so CBDCs is not marijuana. For anybody that doesn't know that acronym, CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, are big. China's been moving pretty quickly. Everyone's in this race to kind of develop their CBDC because that's essentially going to crown the winner of the next reserve currency. Everyone's just in a race there. To move their CBDCs are interesting, but basically they're trying to digitize local government currencies, which it's already digitized, but they're trying to do that via blockchain to be more efficient. Is the race between US and China going to mean anything? I'm not sure. If DeFi, obviously gets to where it wants to go, then, having a CBDC that's implemented into these DeFi protocols, maybe that's cool. Maybe that provides a little bit more utility for your token. The United States government, the president's up in the White House thinking about utility for his token. It's not too far off from the truth. But it looks like Bank of England's getting involved. The European Union's also getting involved in CBDCs. China's obviously at an advanced stage with that. But we'll look at it. Okay, moving on to NFTs. This is pretty big. I'm actually surprised this came as soon as it did. We have Epic Games pumping $1 billion into the Metaverse. This is from... So last week, Epic Games, company behind Fortnite and Epic Games Store, has completed a $1 billion funding round to develop its vision of the Metaverse. The investment includes money from Sony Group Corp. If you guys haven't seen these Unreal Engine metahumans is what they're calling it. So the video goes on. I don't want to get in trouble here with YouTube. The video goes on to talk about, their vision. That's creepy as hell. Listen, the story here is Sandbox, Crypto Voxels, Decentraland. We're all grassroots trying to build the decentralized metaverse. This connection likely between all of the metaverses, and then you have Epic Games coming in and saying nope. It's a little bit like Ready Player One if you think about it. Someone's going to build the most popular metaverse. It was likely going to be these guys all along, but if you gave Decentraland, if you gave Voxels, if you gave Sandbox an extra year or two without this happening, it might have been them, in my opinion. So Epic Games, that's Fortnite, that's Rocket League, that's Fall Guys. Again, that looks real. So we're close to the metaverse here. A lot of advantages that those decentralized versions had. But what you don't want to see is these guys come in, build the, I feel a little bit like a Bitcoin maxi here. I do. Because it's a little bit unrealistic to think that this wasn't going to happen and that we were just going to have these decentralized metaverses. There's going to likely be many, many different metaverses connected to each other, and Epic Games might have the most popular. So that's being pragmatic about the whole thing. Crypto Buffalo saying his favorite metaverse is the Sandlot. Same. Absolutely killing me, Smalls, here. What's not killing me, Smalls, is meme version 2. Moonwolf. First chat I've seen you in and dropping some fire here. Central Land. Like it. We got meme version 2, so shout out to Pineapple Gang. We've been involved with these guys for a hot minute. Really cool. Really, really cool first announcement here. And first drop of version 2. You can kind of see the artists, the way they have it laid out. Really awesome. Communities. Where is LADZ? Meme Originals. You see the staking pools there. If you guys aren't familiar with Meme, basically you could buy their token, stake it on this platform, and earn points that you can then spend on these NFTs. Really, it honestly kicked off, in my opinion, NFT. It was on the heels of DeFi summer, and it really kicked off the NFT wave. And Jordan Lyle did a great job with that platform. And here's a little bit, I wouldn't call it alpha, but it's just like inside information that has nothing to do with trading. It's not really inside information now that I think about it, but a lot of people don't know. They did a fair launch. What does a fair launch mean? It means the team did not get compensated with the amount of tokens that you would usually see in a tokenomics report. And this was kind of on the heels of DeFi summer, as I said. So Andre had piloted this and with the Wi-Fi ecosystem. But, Andre came back afterwards and said, it actually sucks that we didn't get any extra tokens because that's the way it should work. You should be compensated for your time so that you don't feel all of this outward kind of pressure, whether it be monetarily or a lot of things come along with that. And Jordan Lyle was not compensated early on, and there wasn't really a business model early on that helped him continue with the project. And I hope you guys, couldn't have happened to a better guy. The fact that they got all of this funding, Nifty's, the fun, I believe their project that's going to have like almost like in an Animoca Brands fashion. They're going to have all of these different NFT projects under this umbrella. Jordan's going to be heading that up as well. So all of this stuff, man, he couldn't have happened to a better guy. Guy's awesome. And to be honest, he wasn't compensated for a lot of this. He's building, creating all of these things. It was an awesome project when it first launched, still is. But it's crazy you pull back the curtain, you see, holy crap, you did a fair launch. You don't have any tokens. So that's awesome. Pepemon here. Partnering with ChainGuardians. I went onto the ChainGuardians website and I was looking for the NFTs actually in the staking pool. I skipped around a little bit there, but basically ChainGuardians is partnering with an NFT project called Pepemon. ChainGuardians is doing a great job with their platform, got a lot of funding, going to be one of the bigger NFT projects, and I hope we can work with them closely here very soon and get you some information there. But basically, you'll be able to now farm Pepemons in the ChainGuardians staking pools. So you can see Ethermon, you can kind of see the pools there. If I go back, I believe My Crypto Heroes is also a part of this. Uh-oh. So that I don't think is completely live yet, but we do have Pepemon coming out on the ChainGuardians platform. ChainGuardians is one you want to take a look at, honestly. Love the team. They have a bunch of funding. They got a great product that is coming out relatively shortly. Integrated into the ChainGuardians mining platform, so all holders of Pepemon NFTs will be able to stake or freely stake common, rare, epic, and legendary Pepemon cards in the ChainGuardians game rewards. So, good stuff from them. Moonwolf's going to disrupt NFTs next week. Uh-oh. I need more info. I have not used Ethernity, but apparently that platform is launching Pelé NFTs. Not a big Brazilian. I don't really follow the Brazilian greats. Obviously, Pelé's one of them. But Ethernity Chain launching Pelé NFTs May 2nd. And then Mr. Beast. If Buffalo is still around, Mr. Beast is one of Buffalo's favorite YouTube influencers. It looks like they're launching basically OpenSea on the Binance Smart Chain. It looks like they had a whitelist lottery that is closed now. You can check out the pitch decks and things like this. Invested by Mr. Beast. So what you have here again is OpenSea on the Binance Smart Chain, not launched yet. But that has the potential, as you may guess, that has the potential to be very big. If I go back, there might be some information here. First Polka Starter IDO to fully operate on Binance Smart Chain from the 23rd of April. Refinable recently raised $3 million to fund its growth and development. Aims to remove the obstacles that most of other NFT stores are currently facing, such as high minting costs. So, we'll keep an eye out for Refinable. Binance building out their NFT section. Speaking of, there's some arguments to be made that Polygon is a layer 2. But speaking of low gas fees, a really awesome experience that's essentially tied to the Ethereum network, Polygon, man. And I own Polygon. Do your own research, not investment advice, yada, yada, yada. Aave moved to Polygon. We'll watch this shill video really quick. Aave moved to Polygon. I'm currently mining their rewards right now. It's about 30 days of mining rewards that they're providing. $600 million locked up in Aave markets on Polygon. So $40 million in staking rewards right now to be earned. So, did my due diligence there. But it's a cool experience, man. If you guys haven't interacted with Binance Smart Chain or Polygon yet, you need to. You need to figure out a way, and there's ways to bridge all of these kind of events where they're doing mining rewards and things like that. They have a bridge within them. Let me see if I can't get it. We have an announcement from Aave here. Exploring new frontiers. You can kind of guess at the tone of the article. Multi-market approach, using ETH1 as a settlement layer, so essentially having a lot of high transaction output there on the layer 2s and then settling on ETH layer 1 is probably the idea. Side chains with Polygon. And so they have the bridge set up, Polygon bridge available. You see? Oh, don't want to go too far. But once you get on these a little bit, it's a great experience. You're in your MetaMask. All you have to change is the network once you're set up, and it's a phenomenal experience. It's minimal gas fees, but you're now interacting with larger projects on the ETH chain. not directly on the ETH chain, but large projects that exist or have existed on ETH are porting over. So Aave's doing this is huge, is huge. And I'll give you a look at the actual market right now. So you see market size here, total market size $641 billion or $1 million. That puts it at not the top 10, but you see total value locked, which is a big indicator. Oh, big drop there. Good Lord. Big indicator of DeFi projects is it's like probably the main indicator, if you're not familiar, of a good DeFi project is the total value locked. So biggest, as you can see up here, Uniswap has a lot of value locked. And looks like 621 million will get you around top 15. In the first week that it's kind of in existence, this market, this Aave market, is doing pretty well. There's a whole dashboard. I don't want to go into it. I'm not going to show you the funds, but you can see the APR here. And I'm in this. I'm in this pool. It was easy peasy, man. They have a whole dashboard. You deposit your MATIC into the pool, and it's a running every other second. It's a rolling accumulation plus the rewards that you're receiving from the bonus. So really, really cool. If you haven't used Binance Smart Chain or you haven't used Polygon, all of this is the way of the future, right? Until we see 2.0. Until we see a little bit of from optimism or roll-ups, which are just scaling solutions. Don't get too lost in the sauce there, but until ETH scales, you'll start to see big projects like Aave. I mean, one of the biggest lending and borrowing platforms in crypto, in decentralized finance on Polygon. That's huge. A lot of cool comments coming through. I'm going to read off here. Crypto Lander saying Polygon is the one. Hubbersnack saying I bought some BNB at the peak. I think you're good, man. BNB's going to continue rolling. Tigbo's saying someone posted this in DeFi chat, and easy in crypto, the all-important remember to smash the like. That would be much appreciated. So we had the Exodus team. We got a comment here. The thoughts on Exodus wallet token offering. Had the Exodus team on. I like what they're doing, going fully regulated, having it be tokenized. I just haven't made my way past MetaMask when it comes to investing in these projects. So all right, I'm going to finish up the episode here with two stories, and then we will get up out of here. Binance Labs leads $1.6 million seed round in DeFi startup Mound. What is Mound? The developers behind PancakeSwap. We'll see what they put out next. If you're in the Binance ecosystem, you know about PancakeSwap, one of the bigger DeFi market makers, or I guess automated market maker pools, trading platforms in DeFi. So Mound is likely going to use some of that money to create a new product. We'll see what they end up doing. And then just to give you a look at the entire ecosystem, what's happening. I used DeFi Prime to get a lot of my DeFi news. Look at this. So this is usually filled up with updates and upgrades and what's happening in crypto right now. So just take a look at this. Tell me what is the factor here that you're seeing over and over again. I really need to get this Solana piece in as well. But tell me what you're seeing there over and over again. It's funding. DeFi mutual fund Shisha's raised 9.4, ConsenSys 65. The first story literally being big crypto VC deals already doubled. Defiant Media raising 1.4, Binance helping raise 1.6, Enzo 5 million. People with money are funding this ecosystem right now. That's essentially a feature, right, of a bull market. People got some extra cash to throw around. Let's diversify into these projects, and that's where the money's being made. That is where the money's being made. All right, I have Solana in the thumbnail. I have to talk about Solana. I love that we have different LADs in Binance Smart Chain. I love that we have different LADs in a lot of the different protocols. Polygon now. I need a Solana LAD. I need it. New projects building on Solana. Phantom. We got some DeFi cross-margin trading. Solana's seeing a lot of good uptick in the token price, doing well, even though the market kind of generally pulled back. Solana is doing really well. So along with a Binance Smart Chain, along with a Polygon, we're seeing a good amount of movement from a Solana. The last 7 days, you can see, didn't give a shit about the dip that we just saw. Max is hooking us up with the latest. And there it is, right? Solana, BNB has established itself as one of the better options outside of Ethereum. Solana and Polygon are that without CZ, in my opinion. So if you like the aspect that CZ is involved, that Binance is involved, that all that money is there, then you're going to go with Binance Smart Chain. And some people have negative thought processes, or not thought processes, but sentiments as it's related to Binance, BNB. And that's Solana, that's Polygon. And these are the competitors right now. So I promise to do more Solana work. I will give you guys more Solana love here. I rolled off the tongue. And Max looks to be, Max, hop into LAD City, hop into the Discord. It's in the description. If you're not already in LAD City, hop into LAD City. You can give us the latest on Solana. Would love to have specific chain-oriented channels. That would be great. Solana, Binance Smart Chain, MATIC or / Polygon. Would love to do that. EOS. IODEX, there we go. All right, guys, we had a great episode. That's literally hitting the hour mark. This is the kind of sweet spot that I want to be in. If you showed up early, you got the extra lads. If you showed up in the first 5 minutes, you got some lads for watching here today. A lot of updates coming here. Here's the schedule for the week again. So we have Layer 1 live right now. Layer 1 podcast is tomorrow. We have Cometh on tomorrow. And that's going to be live. All of our Layer 1 podcasts have always been audio form. We're now moving to a live format that will eventually push to audio on wherever you watch your audio podcasts or listen to your audio podcasts. Anchor, Spotify, LimeWire. NFT live on Wednesday. Easy Street is going to be likely on Friday, but maybe on Thursday. Who knows? But likely on Friday. We want to do it up on LAD's Day. LAD City Radio, NFT Arcade, another episode of NFT Live. Just basically everything happening on LAD's Day. LAD Series of Poker on Saturday. Shout out to the... Let me see if I can get that. I might be able to get that for you guys. Hold on. XPlow, can you send me the updated rankings there? See if I can't get that. Might be able to find it. Yeah, okay. Here we go. So we have the updated LADS Series of Poker ranking. So this is how this is going to work. Every month we're going to have 4 events for LADS Series of Poker. the winner at the end of each. So in a 3-month period, we're going to do this 3 times, right? So at the end of each month, we're going to pick one winner that has the most points at the end of that 3-month period. So we're going to recycle it twice more after that. We're going to have a final table. And that final table is going to include the 3 winners from each of those past 3 months, and the winner will win a grand prize. So it looks like Loadmaster is killing it right now. 65, Nat C, Zaki, Bullseye North, top in the charts here. If you haven't gotten in on Saturdays this yet, you have a chance next month. Or maybe you still have a chance this month, but when the new month starts, when segment 2 starts, you might be able to, get in there and be that second person at the table, or the 3rd month. We're going to be running it for 3 months again. Okay, guys, that is the week in crypto. That is Layer 1 Live. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Do you want to be right? Do you want to make money? I'm going to go take care of my Doge, and you take care of your Doge, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Our vibe, our tribe, and as our friend the Beard always says, happy trading.